So we'll do the question on final accounts. We'll try to complete it in today's class itself. So first, quickly mark your entries there. Tell me the entries quickly, one by one. Capital, where do we take it?
Balance sheet liability side.
Balance sheet liabilities. Keep marking in your sheet quickly. Drawings. What do we do with drawings?
Less from capital, ma'am.
Yeah, we need to deduct it from capital, less from capital. And then next one, sundry creditors.
Balance sheet liabilities.
Balance sheet liabilities. Okay. Bills payable.
Balance sheet liability.
Yes, bills payable also would be balance sheet liabilities. Next is your sundry debtors.
Balance sheet assets.
Balance sheet assets.
Balance sheet assets. Correct. Keep marking the entries in your sheets quickly. Next, bills receivable.
Balance sheet assets.
Asset. Very good. Now see this transaction. Loan advance to Deepak and Company. What do you mean by loan advanced? Are we taking the loan or are we giving a loan?
Ma'am, we are giving the loan.
We are giving the loan. Okay. So where will we show if we are giving a loan?
Balance sheet assets.
Ma'am, asset side.
Correct. Balance sheet asset side. Next, fixtures and fittings. Again, balance sheet asset. It is like furniture. Opening stock. Opening stock will be trading account debit side. Cash in hand.
Balance sheet assets.
Balance sheet assets. Okay. Cash at State Bank of India.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, balance sheet asset side.
Balance sheet asset. Overdraft with Central Bank of India.
Ma'am, balance sheet liability side.
Balance sheet liabilities. Purchases.
And trading
Ma'am,
account.
trading account debit side.
Trading debit, right. Duty and clearing charges.
P&L debit side.
Duty and clearing charges. Think and
Ma'am,
tell
trading
me.
account debit side.
Yes, it is trading debit because it's a direct expenditure related to the production of goods. Next one is sales.
Trading
Ma'am,
account
trading
credit.
account
credit
credit
side.
side.
Trading credit. Salaries.
Ma'am, P&L account debit side.
P&L debit. Return from customers. So is it purchase returns or sales returns?
Ma'am,
Sales return.
Ma'am, sales return.
Sales returns. So what do we do?
Trading account credit.
Ma'am, we have to deduct it from sales.
Correct. Right there, less from sales. And then returns to creditors.
Ma'am, purchases return. We have to deduct it from purchases.
Yes, less from purchases. The next one, commission and traveling expenses.
Ma'am, P&L account debit side.
P&L debit. General expenses. Again same, P&L
P&L
debit.
account debit.
Rent paid.
Ma'am, P&L account debit side.
P&L debit. Now this is commission received.
Ma'am, P&L account credit side.
P&L credit because it's an income, it is commission received. So we have taken all the entries, we have written all these details. Now what do we do? What is the next step?
Adjustment.
We need to quickly write down the adjustments. So put your heading as adjustments. Put your heading as adjustments and note down the adjustments quickly. The first one. What is the first adjustment? Closing stock. Closing stock is given as 50,000. So what are the two treatments? Tell me quickly.
Ma'am, trading account credit side.
Trading account credit side, second treatment.
And ma'am, balance sheet asset side.
Balance sheet asset side. Note down all the adjustments now quickly, all the three over here. Note down the adjustments. Move to the second adjustment. What is the second one? Second one is interest to be received. Come in quickly. Interest to be received. What do you mean by this now? Interest to be received.
Ma'am, accrued interest.
Yeah, it is accrued interest or outstanding interest receivable. So what should we do? First treatment.
Ma'am, P&L account credit side. We have to add
P&L
it.
account credit side. See, do we have interest in the trial balance? Can we add it? See, check your trial balance. Do we have an interest anywhere?
No, ma'am.
We don't have, right? So what will we do? We will directly take it on the P&L P&L account on the credit side because we don't have anything to be added there. Right? Interest receivable. Next one,
Ma'am, we have to show it in balance sheet asset side.
balance sheet, asset side because it is interest receivable. Yes, see the next entry. What is the next adjustment? See the third one.
Outstanding salaries.
Start writing. Third adjustment is your outstanding salaries. Tell me the amount. Amount is 500. And what are the two treatments for outstanding salaries?
Ma'am, add it to the salaries tab.
Yeah, first one is add to salaries in
Ma'am, P&L account debit side.
P&L debit side. Second treatment, show it in the balance sheet on the
Liability.
liability
Liability
side. Correct. See the fourth adjustment. What is the fourth one?
Depreciation, ma'am.
Depreciation on fixtures. Tell me the amount of fixtures.
8,500.
8,500 into what is the percentage of depreciation given?
10%.
10%. Okay. So that means it comes to 850. Right? Now tell me the two treatments for depreciation. First treatment would be, where do I show depreciation? Yeah. P&L debit side. Second treatment.
No, balance sheet.
Yeah, deduct
deduction.
from fixtures in the balance sheet on the asset side. Right, now move forward to the next adjustment. What is the fifth one? See, after the depreciation, commission received in advance 600. Advance commission 600. So what are the two treatments for this?
Ma'am, we have to deduct it in P&L account credit side.
Yes, so first would be deduct from commission in P&L on the credit side. And second treatment, where do I show in the balance sheet? Is
Ma'am,
it an asset or
Liability, ma'am.
Think and tell, is it asset or liability?
Liability, ma'am.
Ma'am, liabilities.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, liability, very good. Because we have received it in advance and we did not still work for it. See the last adjustment, sixth one. Allow interest on capital at 8%. So interest on capital, tell me the amount of capital once.
30,000.
Okay, so 30,000 into 8%. And that comes to, is it 2,400 only? Yes, right? Did I calculate it correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what are the two treatments for interest on capital? First treatment, P&L account debit side. Second treatment,
Ma'am, we have to add it to capital.
yes, add to capital in the balance sheet on the liability side. Yes, so we are done with the adjustments. Now quickly draw your pro formas. I'll wait for a minute.
Ma'am, could you show the question?
Yeah, I'll show the question also. 1 second. So this is your question. Half part of it. Wait, I'll show you the entire part in one go. Yeah, this is the question. Quickly take a screenshot. The ones who are online. Is it done? Is the question part done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, could you
These are
scroll
the-
it a bit?
Yeah, these are the adjustments.
Yeah, ma'am, done.
Okay. And now, yeah, the ones who wanted to write the adjustments can start writing now if you have not written it. The ones who have finished with the adjustments, start drawing the pro forma. Which one are you writing? Yeah, these are the adjustments, no? Which one are you writing? First one? Ah, so that's there, closing stock. Start quickly,
Did they
guys.
give a name, ma'am?
Then,
Did they give a name for the trading account, profit and loss account? In whose?
No.
No, there is no name given, only the year is given. The year is 31st March 2016. Here's the last one. Have you written? Both of you at the end? Both of you have written the adjustments, right? Draw the pro forma quickly. Are you done with the first, second and third one? Fourth one you're writing? Yourself? He's still in first one, I guess. Quickly draw the pro formas and then we'll start. I can scroll, he's still writing, no? He's writing. Done now? Okay. So these are the remaining adjustments. The ones who have finished, quickly draw your pro forma and leave 3 dots at the place of name because name is not given. The ones who have finished can start doing. Start with the first entry. I'm just waiting for a minute because 2 of them are writing here. Done? What about you, ma? Done? Okay, so draw the pro forma quickly. Yes, so this is my pro forma. I'm ready with the pro forma. Do we start off the problem? Draw the pro forma, put your heading. Your heading should be trading and profit and loss account of, leave some space or put 3 dots. He has not given us the name, so leave it blank. For the year ended 31st March 2016. See that your heading is clear and your columns are clear. Particulars and 2 amount columns on the debit side, particulars and 2 amount columns on the credit side. So we have already marked all the entries. We should just see which entry to be posted. And how do we start the trading account with always?
Opening stock.
Yes, so start with that. So first entry is to opening stock. You should also keep in mind if there are any adjustments for any of the entry. So opening stock, tell me the amount. 47,000. Okay. Next entry would be your purchases. Always remember the first 4 entries for your trading account. Opening stock and purchases on the debit side. Closing stock and sales on the credit side. Right? So I'll take purchases. Do we have returns in the problem? Yes. Do we have returns?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So we will deduct the returns also. So purchases is given as 50,000. See the returns. How much are the purchase returns? We have written there less from purchases. It is 1100. So outer column would be how much?
48,900.
48,900. Right now I'm going to the credit side. I will take the sales and the closing stock. Again we have returns from sales. So I will deduct that. Less returns. So the value of sales is given as 1,28,000. And see the value of returns. It is 1,000. So outer column is 1,27,000. Right? Just let me know if I'm doing a mistake anywhere in the amounts. The next transaction would be my closing stock. Buy closing stock. How much is the closing stock? It is 50,000. Okay, in the outer column. Right, so I've taken first 4 entries in the trading account. Now I have to look in the trial balance if there is anything else related to trading. So open your trial balance and see we have marked the entries. Where did we mark trading
On
account?
duty.
Duty
and
and
clearing.
clearing charges. Okay, so I will write that. To duty and clearing charges. So there's no adjustment for this amount. I'll directly write the amount. It is 3,500. Anything else in the trading account? Check your trial balance quickly. Do we have any other entry marked in the trial balance for trading account? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No. So see your adjustments once. Did we write anywhere as trading account in the adjustments? See here. We wrote for closing stock. We have already taken that. Nowhere else we wrote trading, right? So our trading account is done. We need to quickly check the totals and the balances. So the totals, tell me the totals on both the sides. Credit side total would be?
Ma'am,
1,77,000.
1,77,000.
1,77,000. Tell me the total on the debit side.
Ma'am, 99,400.
400.
How much? 99?
400.
1,400, ma'am.
That means our debit side is less. So we have a gross profit. So write down on the debit side, 2 gross profit carried down. And how much is the gross profit?
Ma'am,
77,600.
77,600.
77?
600.
Correct? 77,600?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay. Right. So we will change off this total also and put the same total here. 1,77,000. Okay. So now our trading account is done. So what should we do? We need to bring down our gross profit. So put the heading as by gross profit brought down on the opposite side, B by D. And we'll write the same amount, 77,600. Right? So from here our P&L account is starting. So tell me the entries for P&L account now. See the trial balance and quickly tell me the entries. Where did we write P&L?
Salary.
First entry is
Ma'am,
salary.
salary.
Okay. And do we have an adjustment for salaries? Do we have an
Yes, ma'am.
adjustment for salaries? We have. Add
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
outstanding salaries. Right? Salaries amount is how much? It is given as salaries is 9,500 and the outstanding salaries are also 500. So I will add that and outer column how much do I take? 10,000. Right? Now go to the next transaction. Tell me the next entry for P&L account.
Ma'am, commission and traveling expenses.
Yeah. So to commission and traveling expenses. Okay. And do we have an adjustment for this? Tell me, do we have an adjustment for
Ma'am,
this?
we have
No, ma'am. We have for commission received.
in
We
advance.
have for commission received, which is on the credit side, right? For
Yeah,
this we
ma'am.
do not have. So leave it like that. Next one is general expenses. Again, no adjustments. So note it down. In the outer column, 2 general expenses. See the amount. How much is the amount for general expenses?
2,500, ma'am.
2,500.
1,500. Okay. Next transaction.
Ma'am,
Rent
rent.
paid.
Rent
Do we
paid.
have an adjustment for that?
No, ma'am.
There's no adjustment. Okay. So rent paid also 2,000. Next transaction. It's commission received. So where should I take?
Credit.
Ma'am, credit side.
Credit side. Correct. So by commission received. And we have an adjustment for this. What are we doing with the adjustment? Are we
Ma'am,
adding or
deduct
deducting?
and-
We are deducting,
Deducting,
right? Deduct commission received in advance. Okay. So commission received is how much? 4,000. And what is the adjustment amount given? The one which we received in advance?
From 600.
Ma'am, 600.
100. So outer column it becomes 3,400. Right? So we have taken all the entries in the trial balance. Now look at your adjustment. Wherever we have written P&L, see the second adjustment, interest to be received.
In
We will take it on the credit side as by, you can also write it as by outstanding interest receivable. How much is it? 200. See, any other adjustments are we missing out? See the adjustment, first one we have taken, second is done. Outstanding
Ma'am,
salaries.
depreciation.
Yeah, depreciation 850 is left over. So we will take that to depreciation on fixtures. 850. What is the next adjustment? See the next adjustment. After
Ma'am,
depreciation,
allow
what do we
interest on capital.
Advance commission we've already taken, interest on capital 2400. So we will take that also here. To interest on capital is 2400. That's it. Are we missing anything else? Quickly check if we have taken all the adjustments. Yes, have we taken all of them? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we'll put the totals. Tell me the total on the credit side first. 77. 81,200. Please check if I'm correct. And now tell me the total on the debit side.
22,450.
22,450. Okay, so again debit side is less, so we have a net profit. So right there, to net profit carried to balance sheet. Please write properly. To net profit carried to balance sheet. And tell me the amount of net profit.
Ma'am, 58,750, ma'am.
58,750. Okay. So I will correct the total here also. The total here is 81,200. So we are done with the P&L account. Now quickly draw your pro formas for the balance sheet. And what will we do with this net profit now? 58,750. Where will we take it? What do we do with the net profit? Balance sheet, where do we take it?
Ma'am, we add it to the capital.
Yes, we add it to capital. Okay. So I'll wait for a minute till you complete the P&L account, then I'll start the balance sheet. Anyone who's writing, quickly note it down. And please do not take screenshots. The ones who are online, note it down. Write down the problem in your notebook. You will need it. I'm waiting for a minute till you complete. Then I will start with the balance sheet. Finished? What about the last three? Done? Second man's column? Done? Yourself? Finish quickly. Yes, the ones who are online, anyone still doing? Do I wait for one more minute or can I start the balance sheet?
Ma'am, you can start.
You can start? Okay. Put your heading properly for the balance sheet. And remember, there is a difference. Balance sheet, the heading should always be balance sheet of as on. Never write for the year ended for balance sheet. Because balance sheet is a statement, it is not an account. It is always prepared on a particular date. So balance sheet of, we are leaving it blank because the name of the person is not given. As on 31st March 2016. So now again go back to your trial balance. Check from the first entry wherever we have written balance sheet. The first entry is capital, but we will leave capital. We will do capital at the end. Okay? Leave capital
Creditors,
aside.
ma'am.
We will directly start with creditors. So write down sundry creditors. We have already marked whether it's an asset or a liability, right? You only have to take the amounts now. Sundry creditors is 43,000. What's the next entry?
Bills payable.
Yeah, it's bills payable. Bills payable, the amount is 6,000. The next entry is sundry debtors. Please check if you have any adjustment for anything.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, bills payable
bills
is
payable is
4,000.
4,000.
Bills payable is 4,000. Okay, I'll take it. Sorry. Yeah, bills payable is 4,000. Sundry debtors, do we have an adjustment for bad debts or provision? No, right? We don't have any adjustments. So I'm taking it in the outer column. See the next entry after debtors. We have bills receivable. Bills receivable, again there is no adjustment. So I'll directly take the amounts in the outer column. So bills receivable is how much? 5,000. Okay. Tell me the next transaction. What is the next transaction?
Ma'am, loan advance to Deepak and Company.
Loan to Deepak. Loan to Deepak. Take it in the outer column. 12,000 is the loan amount. See the next one. After loan, we have fixtures and fittings. Do we have an adjustment for this? Tell me quickly, fixtures and fittings, do we have an adjustment?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we have depreciation, ma'am.
Yes, we have adjustment for depreciation, right? I will take the balance sheet on this page. So what should we do with the depreciation? We need to deduct it, right? So right there, less depreciation. Fixtures and fittings, what is the amount given? It is 8,500. Your depreciation is 850. So tell me the amount in the outer column. Quickly.
Ma'am,
Calculate.
7,650, ma'am.
7,650. Okay. Next one. After fixtures, we have cash in hand. No adjustment for this. So directly take in the outer column. Cash in hand is 900. The next one is cash at SBI. Again, no adjustment. I'm taking it in the outer column. 12,500. Now the next one says overdraft with central bank. Where do I take it?
Liability.
Yes. So overdraft with central bank. Again, no adjustments. So I'll take it in the outer column. It is 6,000. Next, what do we have? Do we have anything else in the trial balance? See quickly.
Ma'am, balance sheet. Ma'am.
No.
Nothing in the trial balance. So we have to look at the adjustment. So see, first adjustment is closing stock. See, in the adjustments, what should you do? You should see wherever you have written balance sheet. You need to take those entries. So closing stock, you have written balance sheet assets 50,000. So we will take the closing stock. Come to the asset side. Closing stock. Take it in the outer column 50,000. Go back to the next adjustment. Check your next adjustment. It is interest to be received. Again, we have written balance sheet asset. So take it on the asset side. That is outstanding interest receivable. Outstanding interest receivable is 200. Look for the next adjustment. Third one is outstanding salaries. Where should we take this? Balance sheet. Liabilities. 500. We will take it on the liabilities side. So take it here. Outstanding salaries. 500 in the outer column. Tell me the next adjustment. What is the next adjustment?
Depreciation on
We have already taken depreciation. Next is advance
commission
commission
receivable.
in the liabilities side again. It is advance commission, not commission receivable. This is something which we have got in advance. It is 600, right? Yeah. What is the next adjustment? Interest on capital. So we are left over now only with capital. So now come to the liabilities side. Take your capital and be careful with the amounts now. Capital is given as 30,000. Now listen carefully. How many adjustments do we have with capital? Tell me quickly, how many adjustments do we have?
Drawings
ma'am.
and interest, ma'am.
We have 3 adjustments.
Ma'am, net
One
profit
is-
also.
Yes, add interest on capital, add net profit, deduct your drawings. Right? So first I've taken capital, first I'll deduct of the drawings from this. Tell me the amount of drawings.
6,000, ma'am.
6,000, okay. So I will write here and you have to write everything in the inner column only. So the balance amount is 24,000. I'm writing in bold. What will you do? You will put a line and then write 24,000. Right? Now the next adjustment. What is the next adjustment? I will first add my interest on capital. How much is the interest on capital? Interest on capital
2,400,
was
ma'am.
2,400, right? Okay. So 2,400. Now add that. How much do I get? 24. So that would be
400,
26,400.
ma'am.
Okay. Now we have still one more adjustment after interest on capital. The next adjustment is add your net profit. Please remember all this should be done in the inner column only. How much is your net profit?
58,750.
5,008.
58,750. Okay. So I will write that 58,750. Now tell me the final amount of capital in the outer column.
85,150.
85,
150.
85,150. Is it correct? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now what do? We have to put the totals on both the sides of the balance sheet. Quickly check the total and tell me if our balance sheet is tallying.
Ma'am, it's 139,250.
139,250. Both the sides?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that means our balance sheet is tallying. So we have done everything correctly. Right? So quickly take down the problem. Then I'll show you the mistake what we did for yesterday's problem. And we also have to do the balance sheet for the first problem, right? Currently, I'll show you the mistake for yesterday's problem. The balance sheet, we'll do it tomorrow.